thunderstorm ending at noon.
What about for
Moderate rain.
Dyersville?
For Dyersville? Dyersville, Iowa. Rain expected. Let's see here. River flood warning. Wide area faces severe weather threat today. Pollen levels are high. Oh, we are just getting the tail end of it. Let's see. Oh, that's not showing on there. Oh, that's the future cast. Oh yeah, we're good. Oh yeah, we're good. No more rain.
Nice.
Let's head north.
I want to go home.
That's not the first time I've heard that.
I can't tell you the secret of life. And I don't have any answers for you. I don't give interviews. So piss off.
Wait! Look, I've come 1,500 miles to see you at the risk of losing my home and alienating my wife. All I'm asking is, what...
Look at everybody. Here's the sign. Home of Arbor
Welcome
Day.
to Nebraska.
Ooh, it's
Ta-da.
a zoo. What did the clay, please? What did it clay? Oh, you're talking weird, Sugar. What? You're talking weird. What? 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 What's 8 plus 9? 8 plus 9. 9.
Okay, Dexter, put your thing away. We're gonna do car prices in a minute.
17. Thank you. What's 1 plus 9? 1 plus 9 is 10. What's 10 plus 3? 13. Thank you. What's 1 plus 4? What?
Is Adrian cheating or is she quizzing Claire?
I'm using Claire. 5. What's 5 plus 2? 7. Good. Now, let's do another one.
Could you put it in?
What's 0 plus 5?
At 20.
5. No, it's 2. Oh my god. No, Claire, what is 5 plus 3? What's 5 plus 3? 5 plus 3. 5.
Color Wonder?
Yeah,
Six.
kind of.
7. 8. Oh.
I remember having these kind of things when I was little,
You can
and I
give me
loved
my
them.
car prize. Adrian, it's that.
Can I have your homework?
No fair. I didn't get one of those. You didn't get one of what? One of those little snack noodles.
I did.
No,
You kicked my hand and it fell.
Oh, sweet, Adrian. You just have to color it.
Well, it's on the floor somewhere. We just stopped to get gasoline at what I think is Ogalla, Nebraska.
Oogalala.
Ugalala, and but James thinks that it's pronounced a little bit differently.
Oogalala. 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 We're gonna get on Chuck Wagon Road here in Oogalala, Nebraska.
Do you really think it's Ugalala?
Yes,
It's
that's
not-
what it said.
How do you know it's not
The GPS
Agala?
said it.
Oh, the GPS is always right, huh?
Oogalala. Look at it. It's definitely Oogalala.
Agalala.
It's a gala. Totally a gala.
Hey, don't.
Not bad.
Claire, did you stink it up in here?
No.
What's that smell?
I don't know. You roll up the window. You're getting it even more inside.
It stinks bad. How many cows do you think were at that farm?
1,000 cows.
1,000 cows.
I'm not gonna
Welcome to Colorado.
Colorado! We missed the sign.
Gorilla Glue! Oh, it's meaning. Gorilla Glue!
What did you say for G?
Gorilla Glue.
Gravel.
G. Gorilla Glue. No, the gorilla.
There's more traffic.
Gorilla. Oh, good one, Ada. G.
6 minutes, it says.
Grant.
Grant? Gonna see a Grant?
Jennifer Granholm.
Oh, we're not gonna see her, I hope.
Oh, for Granholm.
Straight edge razor. Mm-hmm. Some old clocks. 8-day wind-up clock.
No, wait. Where's the opening? We're in the jungle. Did they shoot it?
I believe so.
Not so yet.
This is pretty cool.
You might go to the principal's. I'll get a slapping. Oh, a pencil.
Be gentle with that, okay?
Looks a lot like
Here's a Tootsie Roll wrapper.
Hey, look at it's just like your chair.
Can I see the peacock? Please.
That's not a hot bath right now. It's cold.
First water 15 cents, used water 5 cents.
You want an ice cream, Daddy?
Hot baths 25 cents. Soap and towel 10 cents extra.
You gotta bring your own soap and towel.
Hello.
It's late.
It's not that late.
It's 9:30.
9:30.
Well, it feels like
Local time.
11:30.
Yep.
And we've been driving. Well, we started driving at 6:15 this morning, and we pulled into the campground at 8:30.
Yeah. 8:15 or so.
We stopped a few times, but it was been a long day.
A long day of driving. We were trying to avoid some of the massive thunderstorms, tornado warning conditions in Nebraska, so we made it all the way through there in one day into Denver, and right in line with a unusually strong late spring snowstorm. So we're supposed to get 8 to 18 inches of snow in the mountains, which stopped us kind of dead in our tracks in Denver area.
So we got into town and we saw Chick-fil-A, which was one of my bucket list items for this trip. So we stopped and ate at Chick-fil-A, which after a super long car ride got the kids out of the car and playing on the playground. And so we stayed there probably a little bit longer than what I would have normally stayed, just to let them play. And then we got to talking with one of the locals, and she was just telling us how bad the snow's supposed to be. And as we were driving to go west further, the snow started falling. I says, you know what? I think that we should just stick around town. So it was a blessing that we talked to that lady and that we really turned around. However, with that came a few challenges. We had to find a place to camp, which is not a big deal. We haven't been making reservations this entire trip anyway. So it wouldn't normally be a big deal. We can normally find a campground or an overnight parking spot within 2 to 3 phone calls. This one took 13 phone calls to find a place. Found a place, reasonable price. Ended up getting electric hookups, which we're thankful for, so we don't have to use our own propane to keep the camper warm because it is snowing outside right now. And while I was getting the kids into the camper and ready for bed, I heard a noise on the passenger side of the camper and got out my flashlight and realized that one of the tires was leaking. So quite a few blessings in disguise today, with as far as, not having to travel further west. We didn't end up hitting a snowstorm. Had we not stayed at Chick-fil-A as long as we did, we would have been on the road, and come to find out there was a major crash right about where we would have been at that time. So there's
on the other side of the highway. But yes.
Yeah, it was terrible conditions though, so it was a good thing that we didn't go. We were trying to get to Frisco tonight because we have an Amazon package getting delivered there tomorrow, but it can just sit and wait for us another couple days because we have reserved this campground. It is, what's the name of this? Chetfield?
Yeah.
Chetfield
State Park.
As far as we can tell, it's a beautiful campground. There's nearly all of the campsites are pull-through sites, and so we just had to pull in, drop the camper, and unhook.
Mm-hmm.
So,
couple observations that I've made. One that I never really knew before: through the mountains in Denver, there's snow chain laws. There's times when they put a law on that you have to have chains on your tires if you're a commercial vehicle. So yeah, safety there, and I guess they don't want to pull you out of the ditch.
Another thing I realized too is, as we were trying to decide whether or not we were going to go further west, was that I found a website in Colorado that hooks you up to the traffic cameras. And so I was able to not only see that there was a lot of snow on the ground, I was also able to see that there was semi-trucks like pulled off to the side of the road and just waiting for the snow to clear.
One thing that I am appreciative of our roads in Michigan,
this is a rare occurrence,
yeah,
right?
It's hard to say that, but we have reflective paint stripes on the road, and here it doesn't seem like they're all that reflective. I know down south where there's no snow, they've got little reflectors that are in the road themselves, but
if they were up in Michigan, the plows would take them out, those little triangular type things.
But driving on the roads here through Denver and in the rain, and it's hard to see the stripes on the roads. Hard to see when you're in a turn-only lane or just general directions from there.
Some of the signage is not the best. You'll be in a lane and all of a sudden it will end, and there's no indication that the lane is going to end prior to that. It just ends.
Yeah. I think that's it for me.
Yeah, I'm ready for the day to be over. I'm tired. We drove a long time today, and it's time for bed. Yes, we're getting ready for bed. This is what we saw outside. I'm glad we stopped. Good night.